I
This
think
conference will now be recorded.
the first one which you should go for is certificate associate. And if you see this is $250 certifications, title valid
Right.
for 2 years, and you can download the guide here. So it talk you through about. I think you have already gone through it. I don't know whether you have or not. So
Yeah. No, I didn't look into all this though.
yeah. So the certification always focus upon very small things like the RAM requirement, the CPU. You see, so there are very small stuff which you need to be focusing upon based on the certification point of view, which may be or maybe not be covered in our conversation. So you have to follow this to crack it. So I
Got it.
think you should stick if you're focusing upon the certification part, you can stick to it parallelly, and we can have a discussion like a question session once a week or prior to our session, so that we can uh, together go through them and try to resolve them, because even I can't be able to answer you all the questions, but I will try.
Got it.
Yeah.
And by the way, our class is going to be every day through, including Saturday
Yeah.
and Sunday, right?
Do you want Sunday too? I can do Sunday too. Um, because I want to complete it before 13th of on 13th or 14th of November. So we can go for Saturday and Sundays too, if that's fine with you.
That's all right. I'm fine with it. No problem at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And is there any way that can expand the screen? It doesn't go beyond this. I don't know why.
Beyond what?
I mean, the screen is too small for me to even see things. That's what.
Is that so?
Yeah.
1 second. I'm sharing my whole screen. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but this only like part of it is I can see. So let me see if there's.
Can you give me a screenshot or something for that so that I can? I,
Yeah. I don't know. This screenshot doesn't work for me since the time I installed the software. Weird. Maybe I'll just take a picture and send it to you. Yep, I send you a picture. It's too small. Don't know why. Take a screenshot.
no. You have to expand it
I think
from your end.
I
Yeah.
think I
So I
got it
think you
actually.
have to click on the triple dot at the right side top, and if you see something there for the full screen or something, so let me share it back with you.
Actually, there was something like who's talking. So, oh no.
No. About the screen size, I think you have to like minimize the gallery part, like how you see the names coming up and a bigger and bolder names.
Oh, I got it now. Now it's good.
Yeah,
Now it's good. Now it's good.
yeah. Okay. So, nevertheless, so stick to this. Do you want a copy of this PDF, or do you want the
No,
link?
I'll find it.
Let
I'll
me
find it.
keep it handy. Okay, so let's go through the Tableau part first, and I hope you have already installed it, so that's how you know the interface of it. So we will touch base something on the SQL today, so touch base on the Tableau desktop, and then we will go for the Tableau server. Okay.
Okay.
So I think we have already covered what Tableau is, how it works, what different, why we are using Tableau, what are the different products of it, and I'm not going to bore you with all these, but let's go ahead and talk about the data connection part. So there are 3 or 4 basically type of the data connectors which you can find in Tableau. First one is data interpreter, joins, cross database joins, and the union. Okay, so
Right.
I'll go one by one with each of them. So let me open it parallelly and show it to you in the Tableau desktop, because it will make more sense, and it will be a handful experience too. So let me just open it down there. Let me connect to some Excel report. Okay, so you see this is the area where I are you aware of it, or do you want me to go from scratch?
No, this part I know, but I mean, only, I mean, I just tried to connect it a long time back. That's how I know it, and I've seen some videos of it. But I don't know how this
Okay.
part is used actually. How to connect that? I
You
didn't
know that,
understand.
right? So you know how to connect to the data. So there are
Yeah,
different
data.
types like files,
Yes.
servers, or the saved data sources. So that's there. And once you connect to the data source, you can actually. So if you see, let me that day I was not able to show it to you. Let me try it today. Yeah. So you see, this is our data source which I have connected right now with the Tableau desktop. So you see there are 3 different sheets. One is order, one is people, one is returns. And these 3 sheets are basically showed up when you connect your data source here. Orders, people, and returns.
Right.
So now once you drag and drop it to the drag sheet here section, you will see a preview of the data, what you have seen in the Excel part.
Got it.
Okay. Um, so here you see the use data interpreter. What it does is data interpreter might, uh, if there is some unclean data, so by interpreting those unclean data, it can clean them and then show you there. But right now, what we are using here is a clean data. We don't. This data is very clean. So maybe in future I will give you an example where we can clean a data. But for now, this is how the data source connected. And we were talking about the joins. So how join works. So let's say I talk about returns, and let me go back to the sheet. You see there's an order ID section here, and
Right.
in returns also there's an orders ID section. So for joining, there should be some common columns on which you can make the join. So it could, right now we are doing it between the 2 sheets, the 2 Excel sheets. Maybe in future when you go on your on job, uh, in the job, you will be finding some data sources to connect to. And in those data sources, may take an example of SQL servers, there can be scenarios of 2 tables to connect. So you have always to look for some common columns on which you can do the join to. Without a common column, without that commonality, you will not be able to join any 2 tables. So here, the order ID is our common column. So what we will do, we'll drag and drop returns here, and we will just drop it here. So what Tableau do is it connects those 2 data sources with some joins, and you see how beautifully it took those 2 common columns, because the column name was same, and did the join for us.
Right. Yep.
You see, so there are four type of joins in Tableau. One is inner join, which includes both the values which matches in the both tables. Then again, we have a left join, so it will take all the columns from the left table. In this case, our left table is orders table. So it will
Right.
take all the columns from the orders table and then only the matching records from the returns table.
Right.
Then same goes for the right join. Like I said, um, um, in this case, our right table is returns and the left is orders. So it will take all the columns from the returns and only the common columns from the orders. And full outer join takes everything,
Right.
everything,
Okay.
all the columns from the left and all the columns from the right. Okay, so
Okay.
uh, this is just written the same part which I just explained, and this is how the joins work.
Got it.
So it talks about the inner join, the left join, the outer join, and yeah. So now the file types. So what are the file types in Tableau? So there are several file types in Tableau, but the common ones which we use is TWB or TWBX. And what is the difference? Okay, so by visually you can see the difference like this. This is TWB and this is TWBX. So TWBX is something a zipped file which contains your visualization and your data source, both of them. TWB only contains your visualization. Okay, so
Say it again.
the
I'm so sorry.
so TWB is so let's see. Let me talk you through. It will be confusing. So let me save this file. I'm just clicking Control S. Okay, I went to the
Yep.
desktop and you see there are two file types which you want to save. Okay, one talks about .twb, which is Tableau Workbook,
Okay.
and second one is TWBX, which is Tableau Packaged Workbook. So
Okay.
packaged workbook contains your data source also. That means it will contain a copy of your data source which you have already connected to. Okay,
Okay.
but TWB will only save your visualizations and your metadata, the temporary data which you used for creating your Tableau reports.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so again, when you're saving the data sources, this file size will be more for TWBX in compared to TWB, depending upon the how big your data is,
Right.
right? So, uh, so visually, you will see there's a band here, the brown
Yep.
band for saving the TWBX, but TWB will be this plain file. One more difference in the TWBX and TWB will be TWBX will always be having your extracted data connection. Okay, so you see there are two type of data types, connection type, the
Yep.
extracted and the live. So when you're going to save it with the TWB, it is going to be a live connection of your data, and if you're going to be TWBX, it will be extracted data connection.
Got it.
Okay, this one is very irritating. How can I hide this? Actually, there is a big a go to, what do you say, and the band which I want to hide. It's not getting hidden. Leave it. Okay, so coming back to our presentation. So again, the connection type which I talked about, the live connection. So live connection is nothing but a live data connection. So let's say you're changing anything in your data sources and you have connected it live. It will directly reflect on your data on your Tableau dashboard.
Okay.
Extracted data is something like which takes a copy of your data for the time which you have extracted it, and it will show up there. And whatever the changes if you made in your data sources, you have to refresh it again to show it up on your data source on your Tableau desktop.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the basic difference. The names say it all, but yes, that's what it is.
So you can refresh an extract.
We can extract both of them, refresh both of them in the live and the extract. So I'll tell you how. So let's say this is the live connection data, and if you go to the data source, you can say refresh your data source.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and if you go with the extracted data, and if you want to say, go to the visualization part, it will ask you to save your extract.
Okay.
Uh, Firstly, I was in a live connection and I was going directly to the visualization part, right? And it was not asking me to save my extracted data because it is a live connection. It is a temporary table where it saved the metadata for it, and it is not asking me to save that extract. But if I click on extract and I go to the sheet one, see, if I click there, it will asking me to save my extract. And
Okay.
the two connection type which we saw, TWB and TWBX, that is only wholly and solely for the dashboard. What extension we use for saving an extract is dot hyper.
Okay. Dot hyper.
Yeah. So this is the extension which we use for saving the extracts for our data. Can you give me a second? I'll grab some water.
Sure. Go ahead, please.
One second. Yeah, Ravi. Okay.
Yep.
So, and if you click cancel, it will automatically go back to live.
Okay.
Okay. So remember that. So this is the connection type which we have. What I was telling about the dimension and the measures. Yeah. So once you go to the visualization part, you see your data is divided into two sections. One is dimensions and one are the measures. Okay. What
Okay.
are the dimensions and what are the measures? So remember I told you the measures will be the counting part where you can do the calculation for, and dimensions are something which you can't do calculations, and you just it is just the representation of your text files, or latitude or the longitude or the Boolean fields which you have. Okay.
Got it.
The reason why dimensions are in blue and the measures are in green is because one and only one reason. Okay, remember this, and this can be asked in your interview sessions. uh, Dimensions are non-continuous fields. Okay, and
Right.
measures are continuous fields.
Okay.
So that's why the continuous fields are shown in blue and non-continuous fields are shown in green. And if you see, if you want to change the data type also, if you want here, you can see what different data types dimensions have. So it could be, you can save your a number also. So let's say I'm just clicking on number, it will save on the number, but it is going to be a blue pill.
Right.
Okay. And the blue pill means it is a non-continuous field.
Right. Dimensions are
Okay.
non-continuous. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what it is once we get on the visualization part, and you will see how the string works, or how the number works, or how the continuous or non-continuous field work. Okay,
Right.
uh, so these are the two difference between the dimensions and the measures. Um, uh, so I will just read it out to you. A dimension is a field which contains categorical values, and dimensions are usually strings, dates, and IDs. And sorry for that.
Right.
And measures are something fields which contains numerical values, which can have aggregated further. It generally contains numbers, so hash will be one of them. Number as a whole, number as a decimal, etc., etc. One thing which I want to tell you, very interesting, is that you can always go ahead and convert your measure fields into dimension fields, and dimension fields to the measure field. For example, you see row ID is a hash column. It's a number column, but it is showed up in the dimension because it is just saved as a non-continuous field. If you want to change it to the measures, you just have to drag and drop it here.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, if you want to change it back, you have to drag and drop it back. One more
Okay.
difference is if you double click on any of the pills, it will show either in columns or the rows. For example, if I double click on row ID, it went through the row section. So you
Okay.
see how different row IDs which is saved under this column is being showed up. But let me convert it to the measure fields and then double click on it, and you see it gave me a bar chart, and you see there's an aggregated field in front of the row ID which says sum of row ID. Let me convert this to the text, and you see the row ID which we have is a sum of all the numbers inside the row,
Right.
whereas when we are pulling it from the dimension field, it was giving me different row IDs. So this is how we discriminate between the continuous or non-continuous field. The continuous means it always go with some aggregation. Non-continuous will go with the discrete numbers.
Right.
So some charts, some okay. Let's go with some charts. So I'll tell you a real quick example how to create a chart. I've already, I think we have went through the show me button, how you can use your shift or the control key to select multiple fields. So let's try this. Let's try category with sales, and you'll see how different charts appear. And if you click on any one of them, you will be able to create those charts. Okay, so there's another method of it. So let me clear it all. If you double click on your measures and then double click on your dimensions, it will automatically create your a stack a bar chart. But
Okay.
it won't be the same for the other way. So if you double click on your dimension and then double click on your measures, it will just give you text bars, whatever the text they have. So it will give you those data. To create a chart, you have to go first with measures and then with dimension.
Okay.
For example, if we want to go with sales for different city, see again, it gave you all the cities wise sales. Okay, if you want to sort it, there's a small button here. You can sort it according to the sales. If you want to sort it with the city type, you can sort it again with the names. So depending upon what you need it.
Right.
So there are different type of charts. So one is text tables, which we get by double clicking on dimensions, and then measures, which I showed you. Then we have heat maps. So heat maps, you will see how it tells you what do you need to create some charts, right? So for the text part, you need one or more dimension and one or more measures. Similarly, for heat map, you need one or more dimension, one or two measures. So if you want one or two measures, let's say category, sales, and profit, you will get a heat map. So heat map will be the darker the color is, the greater the number is. So the darkest color, this is giving you based on the profit. So see, the profit is highest in technology and lowest in furniture.
Furniture.
Yeah. Then there is a highlight tables, symbol maps. Symbol maps is generally being used, and you see there is one geo and one more zero or more dimension, or zero or two measures. So geographical fields means something like city. So you see there's a world map here, world
Right.
sign, which if you double click on that, it will directly give you a map.
Okay.
And why it is not giving us the right map? Let me see city, and I can see cities are. So you see I double clicked on the longitude and the latitude, but it is giving me Tamil Nadu, right? That means
Mm.
it says 118 unknown locations. It is not recognizing the city names. We'll click on that. We'll say edit locations, and you see these all cities are from US, I believe. So
Yep.
let's go back, change from India to United States of America, and then from field, you say city. So you see now they have recognized all the city names. If you see OK, it will give you different city names for United States.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you can change or edit the location if you want.
Was there a Tamil Nadu in that in the sample? I mean to say
Just because
data
just
source.
because it was selected as India, it was randomly giving some map.
Okay.
So let me try to uh, zoom it out. So you see, there is a map of India. It is just giving me city Saline something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and once I went through the unknown locations and then selected United States, and then I selected the city to take it from the fields, and you see it recognized all the city names, and then let me reset this. So it gave me all the city from the United States. So if you want, you can also let's say some city names which you have placed it there, you the Tableau is not able to recognize it. So what you can do, you can go ahead and give the city name as a longitude and the latitude also.
Right.
Okay, so from the fields or the ISO or the um, what do you say? I think this is what we have right now. That's why it is not showing you. But if some city names which they don't recognize, you can give a latitude and longitude for that, and it can pinpoint you that city on the map. You just have to Google search the latitude and latitude, and you can directly assign those to the city names.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so this was the map type. Then we have bar charts. So see, these are the two maps. So one is a symbol map, and one is the maps, just maps. So this is discrete ones. Okay, these are not the continuous ones. And if you click on the continuous one, these are the continuous ones. So
Okay.
there's a two different maps which we have.
Okay.
Then we have bars, stacked bars, side by side bars. So let me just clear the screen. And side by side bars is one or more dimension and one or more measures. So say this time I will say subcategory by sales. At least, so see, it says it is still not appeared, and it says at least require 3 fields. So let's say category also, and then click on the side by side bars. As you see, it is giving me sum of sales by category and divided into the subcategory.
Right.
So this is furniture, and inside furniture you can see all the subcategories there, and similarly for the office supplies and the technology.
Got it.
So you can always create whatever the charts you want from that, and this will come with practice for sure. And there are a lot of different charts we talk about other than these show me button charts, the advanced charts, what we call it. But that is totally focused upon the Tableau desktop sessions. So
Okay.
you can learn it online too. There's a lot of ideas how to create the charts there, and there's a practice. I will definitely help you if you want to be focused on some specific charts. So I can help you out there.
Um, so that I
Yeah.
installed, I didn't install it. I just downloaded the desktop. But whenever I'm
Mhm.
trying to activate it, it doesn't activate.
Yeah.
Um, you sell, you might be able to provide me with some activation keys, right? Temporary for 15 days or something like that.
So it's 14 days should be free, but if you have already used your 14 days, it will not allow you to again install and reuse it. So I will suggest that go with the Tableau Public.
Okay.
It will give you the interface look of the Tableau desktop. Won't be, you won't be able to publish your dashboards. So what you can do, there's a trick actually. Do you have anyone who is a student in your family or anywhere in
Yes.
India?
Student.
Yeah.
I had my cousins over there, but they are not students anymore right now.
So do they have? Actually, they are not the students. So
But
mhm,
um, first time I downloaded it, right? I used another email address. So changing the
right.
email address is not going to help
Mm,
because this time I changed the email address and everything in it,
mhm.
name and everything.
What
Uh,
earlier it used to work. I don't know this time it will work or not because Tableau is getting smarter day by day. It will catch your IP address,
yeah, I
and
think that's right.
then it will see that whether you have already used it or not. I don't know. You can try it. You can try with a different email ID.
I tried it and it says that thing already expired. That is
Mm.
why I was like wondering what to do, how to practice it now.
Yeah,
That,
so the
that,
free software is Tableau Public, and if we want a licensed software, so there you can say free Tableau student license, and you have to like fill this form, and send it to the Tableau team. Okay.
Got it.
So that so it will ask you to upload your ID card, your present course syllabus, and then they will mail you. It will ask you for your name and email address. Email address can be anything, but the name should match for the ID which you are using, and then they will verify it and email your license to your email ID, and that will be a free license for 1 year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so if you have any cousins or who is working, who is like studying in schools or colleges, you can use their ID cards and use their names to create a Tableau license, get a Tableau license from the official site.
Okay. Right now I'll be
But
using public right now. So
yeah, public, use the public one, and that's how you will able to practice, but you will not be able to publish your any desktop
workbooks.
dashboards to the yeah to the Tableau server.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so where we so we discussed about the charts, yeah, about the calculations and um, whatever the filters we have. So let's go back here, and we talked about the dimensions and the measures. So if you click on this drop down menu, you will be able to see the first part as a create calculated field. So for example, if you want to create something, anything which can be a calculated field, so let's say I want to talk about, so say loss, profit and loss. So say sales minus profit is loss, and say okay. So you see there's another field calculated here, and you see beside this hash there is some equal to sign, the small equal to sign, right? You're able to see it. It's very small,
Yeah,
it's
behind
very
the
tiny.
yeah, it is small. We can see.
That's how you will get to know whether this is a calculated field or this is the pre-existing fields. So pre-existing fields does not contain anything.
Okay.
Okay, but um, this calculated fields will be having this equal to sign in front.
Right. Okay.
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 Okay, so this is a calculated field which we created for the measure part. Okay, similarly, what you can do, you can create a calculated field for your dimensions too. Okay, and as I said, the dimension can't be like it can't be a continuous field, it should be a discrete field. Okay, but what you can do, you can go to the calculated fields and say, let's say, so there could be a string calculations to be done. For example, let's say um, categories, uh, some, or what do you say, thing on top of my mind. So say categories minus. So string can't be. So basically, string can't be calculated, but you can use it in the different forms. So like if an else condition, or writing some of the cases, then those things you can use it. You can directly use it in the smaller calculations. So calculated fields must be containing some of the measure parts of it. So maybe I
Got
can give you example later in which we use if and else condition or cases that can be used in creating the calculated fields for the dimension part.
it. Right.
Okay. Um, Let me delete this. Then again, we have parameters. Okay. Creating a parameter. What parameter does is it takes the input from existing or the new fields which you have, and you can control it according to your own will. For example, let me say category, and let me say string type here, and give me a list, and I want to add fields from category section. So you see, there's a different categories, but I want to display furniture as something else. Okay, for example, I want to display as a said, just an example. Okay,
Okay.
and if we create it, now you see there's a category said which is there, and let me create one visualization which talks about sales and categories. And if I double click on the parameters, I can show the control here. Okay, so you see I can I'm changing it accordingly, and it is getting changed according to my own name. So this is
Right.
how parameters work. So parameters can't work individually. It should be some fields, pre-existing fields should be there to make it work. Okay, so it can't go along. It can't go alone. Just by creating a parameters, you can't use it. It needed to be connected with some of the fields which is already there.
Okay.
In this case, category is being used. Then again, we have like grouping it, sorting it, hiding unused fields. So this is always been useful. If you want to hide any unused fields which is not being used in your visualization, it will hide it. Otherwise, right now we are not using anything, so
Right.
that's why it hided everything there. So let me bring it back. So show hidden fields, or you can go with back and back. What else we have? Data supply, context, dimension measures. We already talk about extract. We talk about basic calculation, table calculations, which is done. Creating a calculator field is done. So that's what I was talking about. If an else condition. So I can take you through that. Okay, analytics part and the filter part. Okay, so there's another section called the data and analytics, right? So you see how the two categories has been defined. So first you have to prepare some of your data, and then you can analyze your data. For example, let me go with sales and subcategories. Okay, and let me put subcategories in the color part. That will give you a good visualization. Let me go back to the analytics field. Okay, and now you see there are the different summarize, model, or the custom fields which we have. To summarize, let's say I'm just want an average of all the visualization you see. So there's a, if I double click there, you see there's an average line here in my visualization,
Right.
right? So earlier it was not there, and I just double clicked it, and the average line reappears. So this
Got
will
it.
give you an idea what is the average sales of all the subcategories. Okay, there could be a constant line. So constant line can be any value. So if you want to put any value down there, and if you want to keep a constant line, so you see there's a constant line here. So let me keep a value of 60K maybe. So you see there is a value
Okay.
constant line there. So if you want to set up something that 60K is the sales which you minimum sales which you have to achieve, and that's how you will rate your customers or the salesperson. So 60 should be your constant line. So that's how you can refigure your whatever visualization you're maintaining. Again,
Great.
medians and the qualtrics which you have. So medians means it is the same mathematical terms. If you want a total of that, it can be a total. Model will give you like let's say average of with the 95% CI, or maiden with the 95% of the CI. So it will give you a range of the data. So whatever the sales which you had, it will give you a range of 95%, like from average. You see from the average it is 95%, and from average it is below 95%. So that's how you will get to know your area, like it will be dividing it into the areas.
Got
Cluster
it.
is something which will cluster your whatever you, the visualization which you have, you can cluster them. Again, the reference lines are something which gives you a reference of a line. It could be a line, it could be a band, it could be a description, it could be a box plot, it could be all these. So if you want, you can go back and see some videos on this, and you will get to know how to use these in the visualization part. Okay.
Okay.
Same. So all these, if you just double click, you see all these will appear as a reference line, band, box plot, or distribution. So these are the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So this we talked about analytics part, and let's talk about the actions. So actions are something which you create on your dashboard, maybe on worksheets. It could be according to your own will. For example, let me create one visualization first. So let's say sales with subcategories. And you see, if you go to the worksheet, there is a option called actions.
Okay.
Click on the actions. There are different actions. So it could be a filter, it could be a highlight, it could be a go to URL. And recently we added these three: go to sheet, change parameter, and change set of values. So what are the filters first? Okay, so if you want to filter something, for example, in the sheet 2, first of all, you can select whatever the sheets or whatever the data sources if you want to select between two of them. Let me select sheet 2. Let me go with the select, and this is the targeted sheet. So again, the sheet 2 will be the targeted sheet. And if I want to leave the filter, show all values or exclude the values. So you can change accordingly whatever the actions you want to filter or you want to do the action upon. Fine. And then you can use the selected fields or all fields depending upon your own will. So let me select selected fields and add a filter. And in the order, I can select, say, sales, and say okay. Missing on sheet 2. Did I use sales? Yeah, I'm using sales. Let's say all fails. So see how the action appeared. I just clicked on one of the subcategories and it filtered out that. So you see, this is the action which created. Let me remove it and try it again. Let me just click on chairs and you will see the filters will appear. So I clicked on chairs and the filter appear in the action side. Let me go back here. Here I'll also have used sales only, right? Yeah. Let me go back here and again go to the actions and re-edit it. And this time I'm going to say all. So affected will be all and target will be this. Say okay, and let me select chairs. So if you go to sheet 1 also, It should be. 1 second. Or did I did wrong? Oh, target sheet. I haven't changed it. Okay. So let me select. Let's say I'm selecting phone here. So this time, this I have selected phone here, but I went to sheet one, and you see the phone is automatically filtered. So what did I
Okay.
change? I changed the in the action part. I said that source sheet will be all. Either I can select from sheet one or sheet two, but the target sheet, which is going to be changed. Let me select sheet two here. That will make more sense. So I'm selecting from the sheet two, the source sheet, and the target sheet will, in which the changes will appear is sheet one. Okay, and I'm doing running the action on select. I can change it to menu or hover over. Let's go with hover over. Okay,
Okay.
let's say okay, let's say let me first clear this and go back here, clear this, actions, filters, say hover over, sheet 2. So now you have to be very careful. See, I will just hover over on one of the bars. So say I'm doing it on copier. So you see
Oh,
uh, how it just by hovering it over, it got me to the sheet one,
got it. Okay.
right? So let me
But it
clear
didn't
that.
change much on sheet one though.
Yeah, that's what I'm worrying. Why it didn't change? Let me see. Actions over show on filter, filter, sheet to one. Why are they not changing anything? Might is saying user. It was great. It is giving me cluster. Why it is giving me cluster? Chairs. Okay, there's another actions appearing here. Maybe that's why I have to remove this action. Go back to sheet 2. And then actions. Once again, Ravi.
Sure, no problem. So I need to know a little bit of desktop to be an admin.
Yes, because sometimes it's not about you have to go in and out for the desktop, but at least you should know that how these chart works, how these publishing thing work, because without knowing that, you will not be able to understand that what's going on the published dashboard, and you will not be able to manage them. So it's always good to have some understanding of that.
Okay. And at any point of time for a server admin, multiple dashboards will be running. Is it?
Yeah, it
I
could
mean,
be
I
the
have
case.
actually no clue how it works in the Tableau server. So this is my question. So
Tableau servers, I will tell you in the coming sessions that how it works and how you will able to see everything. So don't worry on that part. We will go with the baby steps, not with the baby steps, but we will go at glance. But I don't want to confuse things. First, I want to go. Trust me on this and just go step by step, and then we will reach there. Don't worry.
okay, okay. Thank you.
I know you have a lot of questions, and I know you are worried that whether you will be able to crack anything or not, etc., etc. But we will get there, Ravi, together. Don't worry. Uh, So let me just, I was just talking and doing something on my own without explaining it to you. So let me change it to hover now, and let's change this and do hover. I don't know why it is not changing on the hover part, but let me quickly change it to menu, or yeah, change it to menu and say okay. And if you click on chairs now, you will see there is a menu option here. It will not directly filter out your data, but you have to actually click it, and then the data will be filtered.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why it is working very weirdly on the hover part. Sorry for that, but it should
That's
work the way it is working for the action and the menu.
second.
So this was for the worksheet. Similarly, we can have it for the dashboard also once we move ahead with the dashboard. So these are the options. These are the new worksheet, which is sheet. This is the new dashboard. Right now, if you click here, it is like grayed out. So once you create a new dashboard, you will see the everything will appear.
Right.
Okay, and let's say you've selected two sheets. Okay, and then you went to the dashboard and you want to have some actions on that dashboard. The similar actions can be performed here too.
Okay.
Okay, and 1 second. Add action, filter, uh, the dashboard one and the sheet one. No, sheet two, and the dashboard one, sheet two, one, sorry, and say select, say okay, say okay. And now if you select this, come on. Oh, it is not. Acha, it is not selected. 1 second. Add action filter. So sheet 2 and sheet 1. So select. Okay. Okay. And now, yep, now it will work. You see how it is working now?
Oh, yeah.
So you can do the actions on the dashboard also. You can do the action on the worksheet level also. So both can be done.
Got it.
So this was for the action type. So let me give you uh, one good reference of learning the Tableau desktop. Maybe you can just go through that videos, okay? And
Okay.
that can help you in building some of the, getting to know some of the Tableau desktop workarounds, so that it will be easy to learn. And let me say, so there was a good, there we go. So this is a very good tutorial, which normally everyone reference, and there's a list of all the sessions. Okay,
Okay.
so there are a list of sessions in which it talks about. It's a very small videos. Okay, and maybe in future, let's say you are going for a job, and you're going for an interview, and they ask you that whether you have done any development or not, other than managing the administrator part. So you can say, yes, I have worked on that too. And these videos will help you in creating those visuals and creating those Tableau desktop skills.
Okay.
Okay, these are the very, very small videos, and you can reference them. Just that you have to do the practice to learn them for the longer period of time. Okay, so just go back, install it, and reference these videos, and you will be able to learn it very quickly.
Okay.
Okay, so take this as a reference, and in any point of time, if you feel that that's something which you are not able to understand, or you are not able to get in the Tableau desktop, uh, we in every session we will have first 15 minutes as a questioning round. Okay, whatever we discussed last day, whatever you have any doubts with, we can go through those questions, and we can try to resolve them.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so two things: just go back and understand how joins works, and how these Tableau desktop videos can help you out. Okay, and
Okay.
tomorrow we will just go. Do you want me to go through the configuration part also again for the Tableau server, or you're good there?
As in which part?
Tableau server configuration.
Configuration. It's okay. I just configured it. It's
Hmm.
up and running. If only if I could show you the screen somehow.
Yeah,
Uh,
let me stop sharing, and you can share your screen.
do I have the permission? But
You don't?
no, I think Srinivas have to give permissions, I guess.
Let me see. Let me call him.
As the organizer to make you presenter. Hey, is there any other video for me to see for Oracle? I mean SQL.
Hey, Srinivas, can you give the sharing permission to Ravi?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not using the system. Let me inform this one.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Ravi.
Any videos for SQL? Basic SQL. I think I'll
Sequels.
just.
Yeah, yeah. It could be there. Let me just quickly. In the YouTube, with the tutorial points, you have a lot of videos where you can refer. Let me see. SQL tutorial for beginners.
So I'll be learning nothing on desktop. I might as well uninstall it right now. The
If you
server.
don't have the, don't uninstall it. If you somehow manage to get the permanent license, you will able to use it. So right now keep it there and install Tableau public for now.
Okay. And the server is taking so much of. I mean,
Space.
it's not space, but it's just slowing my system down.
Uh,
Running
yeah,
behind.
that's why everyone, we don't prefer mm,
Yeah.
we don't
Hello.
prefer
Yeah, hi,
installing SQLs in our own system. Hey, hi Srinivas, can you provide the sharing option to Ravi?
yes, yes, I did.
Okay, thank you, Srinivas.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Srinivas.
By default, please make both of us as a host so that we can we will not disturb you back.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. Actually, Siddharth, you are the presenter previously, so you can click on Ravikiran name directly. You can give the option to him, presenter.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, tomorrow
Got it.
onwards, I
Thank you,
will
Srinivas.
make yeah, both you can do. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you.
I didn't heard. Okay, go ahead, Ravi.
Yeah, this is the server install.
Yeah, yep. And we don't prefer actually installing the server in our local desktop because it takes a lot of space, and in background process it's always running.
Yeah, it's
That's how it
continuously
works.
running. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I
think I can.
think you have a feel of it then. This is good. So you didn't face any issues while installing your server? I think you did,
I had a
reinstalling
lot
it,
of
right?
issues. Yeah, I had a lot of issues actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I shared you the screenshot last time, right? After that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but my wife is good at it, so she helped me out. Uh, Eventually, after 24 hours of me troubling myself, she helped me out in like 15 minutes.
That's good. That's good. So I think this is good, Ravi, and this is what we see normally as a Tableau administrator. And there's a lot of background process also which goes into. So we will talk about that too. But first step should be go ahead and learn a little about Tableau Desktop, and that's how you will come back here and do all your administrative part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll learn a little there, and
Yep.
I'm just in the real time. Will I just get this job, or are they going to ask me for desktop as well? That is where I was like
Uh,
confused for a few
yeah.
days.
No, no, no. It could be the case. It could not be the case. It depends upon the what interview you are sitting on. So you should be prepared for both of the scenarios. If someone asks, also you should be at least knowing a glance of it, so that you can answer those questions, tackle those questions in front of the interviewer. It's not that you should go blank and saying that I don't know nothing about the Tableau development.
Right, right, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Because some interviews it could be a day. It could be a day saying that no one asked you about the development part. But sometimes you face some interviews and you really want to crack it, but they're asking Tableau desktop instead of administrative part. Okay. So it could be depending upon the day to day, right? It could vary from
right.
interviewer to interviewer.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is better to be prepared.
Uh, So for tomorrow, I mean, I'm going to prepare for the videos you sent me there, and a little bit of whatever you shared today.
Yep.
That'll be my. I mean, please kindly give me a task, as in, not just what we learned. So I might be like a step ahead.
Okay, so please go back and learn a little bit about joins, how it works, how SQL works. And let me provide you the video part of it. One second. So this is called SQL tutorials, Oracle PL SQL, MySQL tutorial for Endure account. So you don't have to work a lot about the SQL part, but go back and learn something about joins. Okay, how join works, how we are able to join two different tables at least, how union works. Okay,
Okay.
and then move ahead with the videos which I send you, and prepare your notes. It's always good to prepare your notes so that once you go back and refer those notes, it will be helpful when you revise it. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So go and see some of the videos. Don't see everything at once. Okay, you will not able to grasp everything.
Okay.
Target some realistic number, target like 10 or 12 videos, because if 10 and 12 videos, each videos is of 4 or 5 minutes, it will again takes half an hour or 15 minutes for you to practice. So first you will see the videos, then you will practice it. So it will take time. It is not that you will see it and then you can understand it without practicing it.
God, yeah,
Sometimes it will seems easy, but I would suggest go back and practice it, so that the hands-on experience which you will be having will be more beneficial when you sit on an interview. Then you will be able to like recall it. So practice will always help,
yeah.
rather than just having a theoretical knowledge.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. This is Tableau
Yeah,
public. We'll just sign up
yeah.
for that.
So first part, first 15 or 20 minutes, we will take your questions, take your doubts, and then we will move ahead with the session further.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
As you said that you want some tasks to be done, so I will be preparing some of those too, so that it will so that I can assign you something and you can go back and refer to them or do that hands-on work.
Yeah, I don't want to be like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
call it?
got your point.
Confused. Uh,
Got your point. Okay, I think we covered a lot today about the Tableau desktop. So go back, practice, and come back tomorrow with questions.
okay, all right.
Okay, we'll
That
see you tomorrow, Ravi. Yeah, tell me.
yeah, this is the time which you're comfortable, right? Not any earlier than this, is it?
So I wake up 5:30 in the morning, and then I head to gym, and then I come back, and yeah, this is the time which is
Okay,
comfortable for me. Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. No problem.
Because
Got it.
for the whole day I don't get any time, and you know how this COVID I didn't worked out for like 6 months, and now my body is just like paining and
Yes.
getting stiff, so I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just taking that time out to um, do some workouts, and
No problem. No problem. Yeah, it's
yeah,
everybody's the same scene right now.
yeah, yeah. So
And on,
Srinivas told me that if something earlier can happen, and I straightly told him that no, I can't do anything earlier than that. I can stretch a little bit late, like 9:30 or 10:30 your time. It is like 11:51 right now, I believe.
yeah, it's 11:51. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. Actually, I have to get up early in the morning as well. It's like
Oh,
um,
okay.
my daughter, she has to start her studies in the morning. So
Okay.
anyway, by on
Early morning. How? What time you wake up?
6.
6. Let me
Yeah.
see. 6 is what? So, are you comfortable early morning classes?
Like how early?
You tell me. You tell me one time.
Um, 5 to 7. Does it work?
5 to 7 in the morning.
Yeah, for me. I don't know what time was for you.
It is 2:30 p.m. In the afternoon. Let me see. Yeah, it does work for me. It is not that I can't make it happen.
Because 7 o'clock, that's it. I cannot do anymore because she'll start her school.
I think I can make it, Ravi.
For a few days, let's pull off with these, and I mean this time, and then
Which time?
eventually,
This morning time?
no, yeah, whatever time we're having right now, for a few days,
Okay.
and then we'll change it a little later if you're comfortable.
Yeah, works for me totally. Tell me, whatever time in your morning, if it works 5 to 7, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's actually awesome. 5 to 7, I can just get up. I'm used to getting up at 4, so it's no big
Yeah,
deal
you
for me.
can sleep early and then you can wake up fresh and then we can start.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be much better actually.
let me know. Do you want to try it? Maybe not tomorrow. I know tomorrow will, today you will get the sleep. Yeah, tomorrow we can try it if you want.
Tomorrow morning,
Yeah, tomorrow
like in
your time morning.
5 hours from now.
No, 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 not today.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, a
to,
day after a break.
yeah,
Okay.
day after. Yeah, a day
Yeah,
after.
yeah, sure, we can do that. Why not? That'll be awesome. And on Saturday you work?
I don't. Those normally Saturdays could be in the morning or afternoon. You tell me how comfortable you are. We can flex the time on Saturdays and Sundays, but on the weekdays we can go with 5 to 7 if that's fine with you.
Yeah, that's a good time actually. 5 to 7. Definitely, it works.
Saturday, Sundays, normally I go out and do some of my household stuffs, but I can take time in the morning, so that's fine with me. Do your daughter have some schools on Saturdays and Sundays? I don't believe, but what about
No, no.
Saturdays?
Saturday and Sunday, she takes me to the school.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
she
mean to say,
takes you to the school. That's great.
yeah, it's like that. 2 days
So,
are trapped up
yeah.
there.
So let's go with the timing which we are having right now. If you feel difficulties, let me know. We can
Sure.
switch the timings as per your convenience and as per my convenience. We can work it out.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll let you know very soon.
Yeah, yeah, not a problem.
Uh,
Okay,
all right.
take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Siddharth. Talk to you soon. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.